Luke Davison on Shaman TV, joined by Chris Millington. So a 2-2 draw and then a penalty win. What are your thoughts on the game?
We like to make it interesting, so we thought we'd just make it an exciting cup tie for the fans. That was the plan all along, and really pleased it went as expected.
Of course, Rob Harker bagging a brace, but 2 incredible goals from Harrow, to be fair to them, and credit them for fighting on till the end to take it all the way.
Yeah, listen, we've made it hard for ourselves. The free kick that Harrow scored was a fantastic strike, but we should never be giving away free kicks in that area, and it was the last thing that was said before we left the changing room by one of the other players, to credit him, before we left the changing room at half time, was to make sure that we didn't give away soft free kicks in dangerous areas, and we did it far too often. So there's a certain lack of maturity there that we need to get sorted very quickly. But the lad who struck it, as we knew from our analysis, and we've had him watched, we knew he was a threat in those areas, and he struck it incredibly well. And then the second goal, again, we should be defending the edge of our box better. There's a couple of opportunities for us to deal with that much better, and we didn't. So there's things. Listen, there's loads of things we can do better. But these cup ties are about banana skin, aren't they? They're never an easy thing to come through. It's always a challenge, and we made it harder than it needed to be, I think. But we're really pleased to be through to the next round.
Got over the line with a penalty shootout win, which keeps up the town's good record from them, and Sam's as well.
Yeah, Sam Johnson's got a great record on never beaten in a penalty shootout for Halifax, I believe. So he's done the job again, making the crucial save to get us over the line. And I thought the rest of the lads did exceptionally well. Jack Senior, I'll credit him, even though he missed. I think it takes courage to be the first one to put your hand up and step out there and take the first penalty, so he deserves credit for that at least. And the rest of them, I thought, were very good penalties that we were never really in doubt of once they were struck.
Of course, today being transfer deadline day, have you got any rumours from the club?
There's action, there's things going on. I'm not exactly sure where they're up to, because I've been offline and uncontactable for the last couple of hours because of the game, obviously. But on the way down here, it's been a challenge, because there's been a lot of toing and froing going on, and not ideal preparation for a match. I think it's crazy, really, that even at our level we're playing games on a day like today. So it has made it a little bit more difficult than it probably needed to be. But so it is for every other team who's playing tonight. But we'll see what happens over the next few hours.
And have these sort of discussions been resulted in just 3 players on the bench?
Yeah, well, we've got some issues injury wise, and obviously players who've come in on loan who aren't available today because they weren't registered in time. They have to be registered prior to the first fixture that we were meant to play Harrow, the first date we were meant to play Harrow. So Max isn't available, unfortunately, and the other 2 lads we've had in recently, Louis and Adam, who we'd have loved to have got experience of playing today, unfortunately are cup tied because they've already played in the competition this season. So that's where we are with that. So that limits our numbers. We've also got a bit of illness in the camp, which has resulted in a couple of players not being available, and then one potential outgoing that I'm aware of at the moment coming into the game.
Any news on any potential incomings as well?
Yeah, we've got again, when I left my phone at kick-off, we're quite the way down the line with a potential forward that we've been tracking. Has to be done tonight, because he's a young player at a Premier League club, but it has to be done within inside the window. So I'm hoping that's made some progress during the game.
Of course, up next is a back to league action with the trip to Oldham.
Yeah, big game, and we're going to have to be better than tonight. We've got a good structure about us and a good shape about us out of possession, but too often we gave up soft possession in their half, and it resulted in them having an opportunity to counter-attack when they shouldn't have had possession. So we need to make sure we're better at that, because that's a threat Oldham carry. We've got to be better at winning first contacts, because their 2 front men are athletic boys who will compete aerially, so we've got to be better at winning those first contacts, and we're going to have to be better at landing on the seconds when we do win those first contacts. So there's certain key areas we've got to address in the run up to Oldham, but we'll go into it fully prepared and looking to get the win.
Thank you.